9 News at Noon starts right now.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Sam Shocker, and there is still heavy traffic along I-70 near the airport after a major crash from earlier this morning. Westbound lanes are completely shut down, while eastbound I-70 has one lane closed. Aurora police said 3 semi-trucks were involved in the crash, and one of them caught fire. This is video from that scene earlier this morning. It happened near E-470 just before 8:30. You can see one of the semis involved is destroyed due to that fire. The crash also closed the westbound on-ramp to E-470. And then a viewer sent us this video showing a huge plume of smoke coming from the truck. And we do not know if anyone was injured, but we will, of course, continue to follow the crash and update you as we learn more. No word on when all lanes will reopen. Another part of I-70 also closed for hours this morning, caused by a car fire. The Jeffco Sheriff's Department says it happened just before 2:30 a.m. near the Genesee exit. It is unclear what happened, but deputies say it is a criminal investigation. Taking you to Denver now with a live look of the city. Looks like over maybe Empower Field there. The clear skies we're seeing right now are expected to stick around through the weekend. We love that. Joining me now, senior meteorologist Chris Bianchi with our 9 News Weather Impact team. And I'm going to say happy Friday as many times as I can today. Happy Friday.
Sounds like it's been a week there, Sam.
I know.
Yeah, so Friday on repeat for us. We've got a little bit of fresh snow to tell you about here at the Eisenhower Johnson tunnels. And you look above, look at that beautiful view there. As you see all that fresh snow as you go up a little bit more in elevation now. Here at the Loveland Ski Area, snowmaking helping out a little bit there with what you're seeing there, but that is good old-fashioned Mother Nature there at the tippy top of those peaks outside the Eisenhower Johnson tunnels. Here in Denver, though, no snow yet, and by the way, nothing on the horizon. Temperatures upper 50s, low 60s for us right now here around town. 50s, 60s, Eastern Plains, 30s and 40s for us in the high country. And that radar picture, pretty quiet right now, though we do have a few flakes flying for us in the wet mountains, as well as down at the Sangre de Cristos. We're seeing just a little bit of light snow for us at some of those highest peaks. Otherwise, you get up into the Eisenhower Johnson tunnels. We've had a few flakes around. Just don't be surprised if you see a little snow, no accumulation coming from this. Today, 64 degrees for us, decreasing clouds. Those temperatures right around average for this time of year. More sun as we get later on through the day. Should be an overall pretty nice day for us here across the metro area. And actually going back to this here, don't know why this all popped up. My clicker's on the fritz, but we'll get into that full 7-day forecast for you in the next couple of minutes.
Chris, thank you. Meadow Community School students went back to school this morning. This after a teacher was stabbed on campus several times Thursday afternoon. 9 News reporter Brianna Fernandez was in Thornton this morning. She shares how, thankfully, that teacher is expected to survive.
Yeah, that teacher is expected to be okay. Now, early this morning, I did reach out to the school district on their decision to resume classes less than 24 hours after a teacher was stabbed multiple times at the basketball courts that you're seeing over my shoulder. So here's a statement from the school district saying, quote, classes will resume as normal today, of course, with additional support in place for students and staff. Our schools offer safe and supportive environments where students can process difficult events surrounded by caring staff and access to professional resources. We were also told by the school district that victims advocates will have therapy dogs available on the playground during recess to provide additional support for students. So this all unfolded around 3 yesterday afternoon, right after students and staff wrapped up their day at school. Thornton police arrested 31-year-old Damian Brooks for stabbing of a male teacher at the school just off Monroe Street. The teacher was taken to the hospital and is expected to be okay. 9 News confirmed the suspect lives directly across the street where this happened. A 6th grade student who saw this all unfold told us the teacher and the suspect were arguing before Brooks walked back across the street into his house and came back out with a knife and stabbed the teacher multiple times. Neighbors also mentioned that police are called to the suspect's house frequently. We also confirmed Brooks has an extensive criminal history, in one case serving time in prison for assault charges. Investigators with the Thornton Police Department said that this was an unprovoked attack and there's no relationship between the teacher and the suspect. For now, I'm in Thornton. Brianna Fernandez for 9 News.
Brianna, thank you. One of the 55 victims of a huge crime ring says he feels violated, angry, and distrustful now. It's because of a huge crime ring spanning more than 25 jurisdictions across Colorado. Police and SWAT raided 9 properties along the Front Range. 6 people were indicted. There are about 55 victims, including Rich Caudell. Caudell says his truck was still parked in his driveway the morning of July 8 of last year when it was ransacked by thieves. He says thieves made off with his wallet, personal documents, and prized possessions of his late father's. Things like the program from his funeral, the announcement, the photographs, and his ID.
Had kind of lost hope there for a while, and then when I had found out that they had connected everything together and that they had completed the operations and taken people into custody, it gave me a feeling of, some justice and some hope that maybe some of the property that they recovered, might be some of mine.
Rich has since added surveillance cameras to his home, and he says it's been a frightening experience for his family, and now his focus is on getting back the sense of safety that they lost. Boulder police are asking for help finding this man accused of attacking a bicyclist with a hockey stick. It happened last night around 7 near 27th Way in Baseline. Officials say the suspect, who was on rollerblades and wearing a ski mask, came up from behind and assaulted the victim both verbally and physically. The suspect was last seen wearing all black clothes and carrying a green Gatorade bottle with an orange top. If you know anything, call Boulder police. New research is contradicting Denver Mayor Mike Johnston's claims about how data collected by license plate reading cameras is being used. Johnston unilaterally extended the city's contract to continue using the flock cameras into next year. He did it over objections from city council and community members who say they are concerned about privacy and how immigration agents could use the data. In 3 separate interview answers with 9 News, Johnston stated that no migrant in Denver has ever been identified or detained for civil immigration enforcement, but a new report released this week from the University of Washington highlights issues with confirming the mayor's strong claim.
Possible that nobody has ever been apprehended as a result of the use of flock LPR data, but it would be impossible to know that for sure because flock system doesn't provide you that. And the second reason is that ICE's own publicly available documents, or even privately available documents like the records that they issue in cases where they apprehend someone, don't provide that level of detail of how they actually located the person.
The study has already prompted police departments to re-examine their policies. It also prompted Washington's Democratic governor to ask for an investigation into compliance within the state's restrictions on local law enforcement doing federal immigration enforcement.